Hello. Our thought for the day for Friday, the 26th of June. I'm very lucky, as for the last 4 years now, I've had breakfast in bed virtually every day. We have a routine. Ian goes downstairs and prepares our breakfast to bring up on a tray. And while he's doing that, I look at my phone. Depending on our plans for the day, I may check the weather forecast. I know that today there's a possibility of thunderstorms. Then I scroll through the BBC News. That too is full of storms. Worries about the virus re-emerging in various places. People being made redundant in so many lines of work. Very rarely a good news story. We eat our food and then I check my emails. And there is the thought for the day, usually sent out by Andrew late on the previous evening. Does that man never sleep? So we click on the link and listen to God's message for us for the start of our day, and we give thanks. I have mixed feelings about thunderstorms. As a child, I lived for a time in Folkestone, and I remember sitting with my dad watching a storm out over the English Channel. I wasn't frightened, as the storm was way off in the distance, and because I was with my dad, I felt safe. But as with many things in later life, I'm more nervous now than I used to be. And if the storm comes nearer, I'm not so keen. The same can be said of life. Reading about something happening on the other side of the world is sad, and I try to empathise. But I can cope, because it's not my life, my family. But bring that trouble to my doorstep, and it feels a bit different. Suddenly it's real. Our youngest son is job hunting at the moment, having been made redundant. So many people are walking through storms right now, and it is tough and scary. This is when we need to listen more than ever to God's promise that He is with us and He will never leave us. The Psalms are a great place to find these words of encouragement. And I share with you some verses from Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way, and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, and the mountains quake with their surging. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her. She will not fail. God will help her at break of day. Nations are in uproar. Kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice. The earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Amen. May we hold on to those words today, no matter what may come at us. And now a prayer written by Nick Fawcett and entitled Hope in Despair. There is a response. When I say, Lord of all hopefulness, will you respond, hear our prayer? Gracious God, We thank you that you are always with us, in the bad times as well as the good, the difficult as well as the easy, the sad as well as the happy. Lord of all hopefulness, hear our prayer. We thank you that though we have sometimes been unsure of the way ahead, you have always been there to guide us. Though we have felt discouraged, you have offered us fresh inspiration. Though we have been in despair, you have given us hope. Lord of all hopefulness, hear our prayer. We thank you for the assurance that brings us that your steadfast love never ceases, that your mercies are new every morning, that great is your faithfulness. Lord of all hopefulness, hear our prayer. May that conviction give us confidence in the days ahead, so that whatever problems we face, whatever disappointments we experience, whatever sorrows may befall us, we will still find reason to look forward, reason to believe in the future, and reason to hope. Lord of all hopefulness, hear our prayer. In the name of Christ. Amen. And now I invite you to sing along or to read the words of the song from Singing the Faith, number 20, Be Still for the Presence of the Lord. And then when we've shared that together, I've attached a short video called The Storms of Life. God bless you, have a good day and stay safe.